Welcome everybody to Dark Souls. Now everybody come in and take a seat. Basically, I accidentally pressed the button on my Hoppage recorder and canceled my recording a bit early. Whoops. But I'm excited to do all this. And so I am a female warrior class named A. And that's about it. I've talked to them. You haven't missed much. That chest looks so small. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but you'll notice the black bars on the side. It's because with the recording thing I use, the Hoppage HD PVR, PS3 kind of gets the short stick, and it gets scaled down to, well, you can run in 1080p. However, Dark Souls, for some reason, can't, or not 1080p, 1080i. Dark Souls cannot run in 1080i and get scaled down to 720p. Which is kind of BS, I know, but, you know. Whatever. Anyway, so we're just going to go there. Just going to do a standard start, no speed running. Just show, you know, beginners kind of something you can do. What shield do we have equipped? Iron Parma has pretty good stats. Broken Straight Sword, we want to be replacing that pretty soon. So you come here, you always want to try if you can to what was I gonna say? You always want to try to, if you can, only draw one aggro at a time, so that way there's only one enemy coming at you at once. And there we go. So you just come in here, kill these two. There's nothing really else anywhere else to go. And you come in, hello. So watch out for like sneaky traps like this. There's not too many and they're all pretty obvious, but if you're not paying attention, it can kind of fuck you over. So now you can get over there, and I wouldn't suggest immediately killing them, those pigs, but you can just walk over here and do a backstab. He's dead. But if you kind of, anyway, there's a pig there, but there's also a second pig back there, and I would not suggest immediately trying to kill them unless you were a hunter, because you really want long range stuff. Even up close late game, there's still a pain in the butt. I mean, not late game, more like mid game. I mean, he's firing arrows, so you want to keep your shield up. You can always go side to side. You know, just I was gonna try to backstab him, but I'm no professional. I thought there was a second guy. I might be getting it mixed up. Now there's the second guy, and he's shooting arrows. Oh, hello. He broke my shield. Just come here, do this, roll away, slash, kill him. Okay, now something you'll notice, see how my stamina bar started, oh hello, started going up slower when I held my shield, and how it recovers faster when my shield's off, or down, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, that actually does come into play, and that can be a very useful thing. So if you're sitting there and there's a giant boss wailing away at you, don't constantly keep your shield up. See if you can drop your shield for a second or two. See if you can drop your shield for a second or two. And it kind of, you know, you can regain stamina faster, so maybe withstand more hits. And these two, I forget what everybody calls them, but if you come here, you have small, smooth, and silky stone. If you leave it, you know, walk away. They'll eventually start talking. I gave you one.
Yes, you.
Well, basically, you leave it in their nest like that. You can only do one at a time, and it will randomly become other items. Yeah, just like that. And actually, I forgot something. If you're very new to the game, I wouldn't suggest doing this, but a lot of people, you know, you just come and equip some armor early, because you're not really going to need the armor unless you're really, really bad, in which case keep your armor on. But this just means you can run faster, and you know, you take a bit more damage. But in all honesty, it's not that tough. And I know the dude's firing an arrow at me. Fine, I thought he was firing an arrow at me. Well, I'm dumb. Don't do what I do. You never want to try to sneak a hit in before they hit you, because you will lose most of the time. Unless you have like a dagger or something, but then at that point you're not even gonna... Man, I got nice legs. Anyway, you run, press the run button again, or however your thing is set up. And you come over here and pick up an amber herb. I forget what those do. Let's find out. An amber herb restores spell uses. So you eat one and it restores some uses out of all the spells you have equipped. Now you run, jump back over, and you climb up like this. I might suggest popping a life gem here if you're an idiot and took a lot of damage like me, because even when falling and attacking, you do take fall damage, which is really dumb. But then if you walk off and press the light attack button, I missed, but it does a lot of damage. And then you just come around. You know, if you had actually hit that, it would drop him to quite a lot of health gone. Dropped him to... It would have dropped him a good percentage of his HP bar. Now, how I like playing this game, once we get to the next area, so I'm actually going to stop talking there. And you could use that to invade people, but not a lot of people play this game anymore. At least not on the PS3. A lot of people have started playing it on the next-gen consoles. Since on the next-gen consoles, Scholar of the First Sin is almost a completely different game. There are new NPCs, the enemy layout is different, it's just fantastic. In all honesty, you don't need to go there yet. It's kind of a tough room and you might die, so I'd rather honestly suggest you just run this way. You just run, 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 run. And if you run out of stamina while running, even after it is fully up, there will be a delay before you can do it again. So I would suggest not letting your stamina fully deplete, and then letting go, and then going, and then letting go. So now that we're here, you might have seen over there, there's now a soul over here. You pick up, it's a Divine Blessing, which fully restores your HP, and has some other effects, but mostly it's just, you know, restoration of HP. You drop down here, and you can, and then drop down here, walk back this way, and you get a Morning Star and a Sacred Cleric's Chime. Now, if you start as a, oh, and binoculars. Binoculars aren't very useful, except if you're a mage. Something you can do with mages, if you've ever played this game before, you should know that you can aim in with bows and arrows. But you can't aim in with spells. How you can do that is you equip the binoculars and then look down the binoculars, and while you're looking down the binoculars, you fire the spell and it will go straight to where you are pointing. So now I'm kind of an asshole, so we're gonna...
Are you
talk to
there?
this. Hello, yes.
Take this
Emerald
with
Herald,
you.
you are a lovely, lovely woman.
Go, he who made
Okay,
King
you
Vendry.
got that. I want to run over here. Come on. Grab the life gem and the soul of Nameless Soldier. Run back over this way. See, now this is what I do, and I'm kind of a dick for it. I kill this man. I've never really found a huge use for him. He can get you some pretty sweet stuff, but I don't like using him, so I prefer early game to kill him and get some pretty good stuff. See there, I have a Titanite shard which you can use to upgrade, and I don't want to climb down the ladder, so I jumped. I'm sorry.
Curses upon you, enough of this!
He's gonna kick my butt because I forgot to get a better weapon first. He's pretty tough when you don't have a good weapon. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked. Hey, bud. Haven't equipped my Estus yet. Crap! I don't want to die! Come on. Come on. Come on.
You won't get me.
I died! Crap! Well, I suck.
Did it?
Okay, granted, I usually have a better weapon than this, but I wanted to show off. God, I'm bad. I think if I two-hand the Morning Star, I should be okay. Actually, I might be able to just use the Morning Star outright. Did I rest in Majula? I did. Okay, so now I'm a hollow. Dang it. Okay, equip this dagger. I can use the Morning Star. Okay. So this is gonna do much better. God, I suck. We come in here,
Oh,
and he's already ready to fight.
Again. You won't get me.
Aw, he drank it. And he died. I feel kind of bad, but you know, I only feel bad because I suck. But then you go and you equip all of these, and these do a lovely little thing and increase the amount of souls you receive, meaning you are going to be doing a lot better for yourself early game and getting those early levels. They don't affect items such as, you know, Proud Souls or whatever, or Fading Souls. They only affect the amount of souls you get from killing enemies, including bosses. And a thing you can do, at least in Dark Souls 1, I haven't tested in Dark Souls 2 yet, is if you equip the items as quickly as you can after defeating a boss, because there's a bit of a delay, it might increase the amount of souls you get. And in Dark Souls 1, there was such a huge delay after the boss died between you getting their souls, that, in all honesty, you freaking, like, you had ample time for them to die, because their death animation was long. Then the delay between the end of their death animation and you getting the souls was long. In this game, it's a lot quicker, so you can't exploit that as easily. But yeah, I'm currently running the latest patch, because I'm pretty sure Dark Souls Scholar of the First Sin has the final patch that they're going to do. I highly doubt they're going to update it, because this is supposed to be like the full, complete game, all the DLC, everything you want to know. The director's cut, if you will. Well, this is, well, on the old gen consoles such as Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, from what I found out, on the old console, Scholar of the First Sin is just a DLC pack. It's a disc of the game, meaning I actually have my old version to sell. It's a disc of the game that that has all the DLC included. However, in the next gen consoles, it looks fucking phenomenal. Oh my god, it looks good. But god, you can tell the difference. I usually play this game in 1080p, but god, this looks bad to me, at least. Anyway, so now we're gonna fight this guy. So here's what you do: go right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I didn't mean to do that. Crap. And boom. Because he has heavy armor, Morningstar actually does do a lot more damage than a sword would because it's a blunt type weapon. Yeah, in this game, enemies have a whole bunch of like level resistances, like in Pokemon. Like, you know how in Pokemon, what is it? Fire is weak to water and takes like twice the amount of damage. Well, there's similar stuff like in Dark Souls. If an enemy has bare flesh, sharp weapons, such as swords and whips, work very well. But then enemies with armor, they have a bit of a damage reduction. It's not much, mind you, but it's still noticeable. And then enemies also can have a type reduction. Like some weapons have fire, poison, bleed, lightning, all those kind of stuff. And certain monsters and enemies are weak to certain ones. Now here's what I like to do. Because this dude's a bit of a pain. And I don't know why, but he's a lot more difficult for me than the rest of the people. 1, 2. If you're on the stairs, he has a bit of a harder time killing you. Also, the Morningstar is really, really freaking awesome. And just like that, you got a Sublime Bone Dust, which will increase the strength of the Estus Flask. Now, you'll notice I only have one. In order to increase the amount of times you can use Estus Flasks, you need to find Estus Flask shards, which I'll show you where a few of them are. Do I really want to kill this guy? Yeah, actually, oh, I'm going to do something fun. So here's what you guys do. Hopefully I can do this. Hopefully. So you don't even fight these guys. Don't run past them. Don't activate any of the levers. There's 2 levers you can get or activate that will make the size of this next platform bigger. But, you know, I don't want it to be bigger because then if I do this right, I'm okay. If I don't, then I fucked up. You do this, you kind of stand here, wait till he's about there, and then run past. And off he went. And just like that, you just beat your first boss in Dark Souls without ever having to swing at the guy. Now you can do this, you can get a bonfire aesthetic, do this all over again. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Use the bonfire aesthetic I got early, do this all over again, and boom, you can like get a free, god what, 20, 30 levels, and it takes like 5 minutes. It's very, very, very nice to do early game, but then again, actually it's a pretty good thing to do. Or you can use it in other places. Then there's this chick, but I really don't like her. Oh, I don't mean to use this. Crap, I messed up. Okay. Okay. Unequip that. Don't two-hand it. Don't do that. Now you wait for this.
I've no choice now.
Wait for her to get up. You said you had no choice. Did I glitch her? I think I glitched her. Piss! I glitched her! Did I really? I glitched her. Well, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and wail on her. I'll cut the video, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, I killed her!
Faith.
So screw her. Okay, before I pick up those items, what you're supposed to do is have no weapon equipped, and you punch her until she says that's it and gets up. And then when she starts getting up, you punch her again like this, and you just keep punching her over and over again until she falls right there. It's quick, easy, and then these items won't appear at first, but all you have to do is walk away and come back. And then you get the Idol's Chime and the Rotunda Lockstone. Now, she could have sold you some okay sorceries and stuff or miracles, so if you're a cleric, I would not suggest actually killing her. But once you buy everything from her, kill her. I mean, you only have to, otherwise you have to pay her 4,000 souls or something, which isn't terrible, but I'm just not a huge fan. So we're going to go back to the Farfire now because there's nothing else for me to do over in this area. And actually, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I showed you how to kill a boss, very simple, how to get some good stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is okay. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoy me in more Dark Souls funness. You know, I'm excited. I really do know what I'm doing for the most part. I don't, I'm not a professional. I don't know every little tips and tricks, but I do know, a good idea for the beginners. I know a good strategy guide, some good weapons that work for all classes, basically. And yeah, so I hope you'll join me in the next episode. And I thank you all again. And if you like this episode, be sure to like this video. And if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. And I will see you all, hopefully, in the next episode once again. Bye-bye now.